everybody thinks that I'm okay. Sometimes I think I am too. I'm on the outside looking in, I'm waiting for the shockwaves to begin. Oh, won't you let me hold you for one time? Just a rainy day in a London cafe, a London cafe. So give me one last serenade. Say to me or swear at me till the night turns into day. And it was a shame when daylight faded, because we didn't notice at all.
I'm not making this shit up, love. I'll put a fucking bullet in his head. Do you understand me?
Yes. Go for it.
Sorry, what?
The bastard deserves it.
Hi, I'm Corinna for the Fan Carpet, and we are here at the Regent Cinema in London for the premiere of A Kind of Kidnapping. Now, this is quite a little fun film where, if you don't like politicians much or what they've been doing the last few years, then this might be for you, because this is really about a couple who are a bit desperate for some cash. So, how do you get some cash? Well, you kidnap a politician and hold him ransom. You're right, everyone's getting quite hot under these lights, aren't they? Yeah. Yeah, no, of course it's like very nerve-wracking, isn't it, to like go to a premiere
and it's been so long since we filmed it, so I'm like, well, I don't remember.
When did you film it?
2 years ago. Was it? Yeah, over 2 years ago. Yeah, so it feels like a really long time ago.
I heard that you filmed it in 13 days. I mean, that's incredible. Why under such time constraint?
Money. Yeah, money. We didn't want to film it in 13 days. We had to film it in 13 days, and even in 13 days, we had to cut scenes. It was such it was an amazing shoot. We all had a really amazing time, but it was just relentless. It really was.
I can imagine, and I guess at the time, if it was 2 years ago, that must have been during all like the COVID thing, right?
Yeah, well, we were sort of just coming out of COVID, but then being shut down again and coming out of it, so it was a bit tenuous at times. We were like, are we going to be able to shoot this? Because at any point we could have had another lockdown, and then all of our hard work, getting the finance in place, getting the actors, getting everything together, because this very much was a project that me and Dan had been working on for a really long time, and the fact that it came to fruition at all was like a dream. We just never thought that it was actually going to happen, and then it did, and then it was during COVID, and then we were like, oh my god, we've got this far and it might be taken away from us, but then it wasn't. We luckily got to shoot it, and the poor crew were all in masks, and it was about 28 degrees. People were just sweating in this house, but as actors we didn't have to wear masks, so we were all right.
I sadly remember those days as well, and it was like, you really wanted to get out and do something creative before, the threat of another lockdown. And it's crazy to even think that we had this now, but now we're here. You finally got the big night. It's a nerve-wracking night, but for those of us who don't quite know what it's about and how it came about, tell us a little bit about the synopsis and what inspired it, because you said you worked closely with the director to make it happen.
Yeah, so the director's my husband.
Right, that explains things now. That's good context. Right.
Yeah, and we did it as a short. Well, he wrote it as a short film about 5-6 years ago now, and we shot it sort of, with our own money, and then it just sort of went to the festivals, did really well, but we really wanted to make it into a feature film, and we were hustling for ages to try and get the money, and then we sort of just let go. We just didn't think it was going to happen, and then all of a sudden it did, and we had the money to make it, and then we did, and so but the whole thing took about 5 years, and it was a real long labour till we gave birth to this thing.
It's interesting, because actually so often in life, when the minute you give up on something, it's usually when it all sort of comes together, right?
Weirdly was like that. It was like we were so, we wanted to make it so badly, and we were so passionate about it, and we believed in it so much, and it got to the point where we were just like, it's never going to happen, we're just going to have to accept it and be all right with it. And I even remember feeling like, yeah, I'm all right with it, it's not going to happen. And then I think the day after we got a phone call from the financier saying, I want to give you the money. And we were like, what?
That's amazing. When the product is good, there's always going to be a way to make it happen. You know, like where there is a will, there's a way. But tell us about the character you're playing and what's she like?
She is, she's an out-of-work actress. So I don't really know much about what that's like. It's a really difficult part for me to play, to be honest. She's an out-of-work actress who is frustrated and struggling with where she is in her life, and her boyfriend, long-term partner, is an Uber driver, stroke computer programmer, and they are sort of living in a very small flat. They're sort of really unhappy, and then they have this plan to sort of help them change their situation, and they decide to kidnap a politician. Of course, why, you know, and they do, and they hold him to ransom, and they rent an Airbnb, and it sort of turns into this sort of weird love triangle. Yeah, I won't spoil the ending, but
No one said that yet in the interviews tonight, so that's like, oh wow, the plot thickens here.
yeah, it gets darker and it gets hopefully funnier. Yeah, it's all shot in one house, so it's mainly about the three main characters in this Airbnb.
It seems quite intense. I mean, it looks like we're probably going to have to wrap this up because I think it's all going to be shown very shortly, and I can't wait to see it. I've seen the trailer, look really funny, and it's about time there's a good dark British comedy back on the scene, right?
Definitely. I don't think they make them enough. I don't know why.
Especially a lot of darkness in the world, so we have to kind of channel this rather in a safe way to kind of get a bit of respite from all this stuff happening.
Absolutely. Channel that darkness.
Yeah, it's a nice way to end the interview there. Thank you so much for chatting to me, and best of luck with it all. Thank you. Thank you. So this is a return of the good old British dark humour. If you're looking for a bit of respite, a little bit of an antidote to the dark times in the world, and maybe a way to get out your inner frustrations, then maybe this is a film for you. And remember, if you want to catch more premieres and more content from us here at the Fan Club, remember to follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. I've been Corinna Jane, and see you soon.
Who the fuck is that?
One fucking move!
1, 2, 3!
you show what you can do. I hear a siren. Maybe you were wrong about me. I'm dangerous and still.
I'm here on the largest of the Balearic Islands, Mallorca, with the turquoise waters of the Mediterranean Sea, beautiful mountainous landscape, the thriving city of Palma, quaint little market towns, a growing number of luxury hotels. It's no surprise that the likes of Audrey Hepburn and Elizabeth Taylor like to holiday here. So come and join me as I take you round Mallorca.
Thank you for watching The Fan Carpet. If you like this video, be sure to click that thumbs up button at the bottom of your screen. And also be sure to subscribe to the Fan Carpet YouTube channels. They're absolutely free and so much fun too. Be sure to check out the official website, thefancarpet.com. Also, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to stay up to date with reviews, competitions, the latest news, and so much more.